Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are here once again with a new dinosaur cosmetic showcase for Jurassic World Evolution 2. And we're going today to look at the dinosaur that was following up. And we did a Carno last time, Carno and the Caradontosaurus in I think a week ago, I can't remember. Today we're gonna do a flyer at least. We're going to do the Cearadactylus, if I say this correctly.
Cearadactylus.
Cearadactylus. Maybe you can hear it on the background, by the way, because I'm not wearing headphones for this recording. It's too warm to have headphones on. I got my fan on, but you know, it's not enough. So I'm not putting on headphones for these recordings. So we switch once again to Jurassic World neutral color grading. I'm going to check out the dinosaur itself, or in this case, the flying reptile. And I haven't done, well, maybe if you've seen my Instagram post, I've made screenshots of every dinosaur so far in the wild. And Cearadactylus has been used already. I'm at this halfway, I think, with making the screenshots. So I have not used many dinosaurs yet, if it's about park building or in a campaign, those things. But this is a unique dinosaur. And let's do the animations at this point, because we got some flight as well. This is just basically it. Let's do a little bit of flying around here. So Cearadactylus, if I have to pronounce it correctly. Cearadactylus is in the novels of Jurassic Park. It is being introduced in those books, so it's not an entirely new species. Let's just do like this, a little bit more. Well, maybe like this is fine enough. So Cearadactylus is not entirely new to the franchise. It's the first time we've seen it in a media-related content for the franchise itself. So this is the first time I've seen it. Maybe there are older games that it's part of, I'm not sure. Maybe there are toys, I'm also not sure. I'm not diving too deep in those things. That's not what it is about, but the model itself is really cool. I like it. It is how we also see a little bit like the pteranodons. I have to sneeze, excuse me. Well, that's recorded. Bloody. Well, you can hear me how my sneezing is like weird as hell. Oh, that's because I'm underneath the fan, maybe. But yeah, sneezing further into the conversation we having. So it looks like a pteranodon, and pteranodon has a different beak as well as the comb on the top of its head, or how do you call that, comb? A comb. And but it's a cool looking flyer. It's different than the franchise's pteranodon, definitely different. It has this different look of teeth. Where pteranodon, except if you select the Jurassic Park 3 one, don't have teeth, and Jurassic Park 3 does have teeth, probably because it's a hybrid or something related to that. So it's a unique looking head as well. I think if you remove the comb on top of its head, you have more like the Cearadactylus, or you say that. The body and the wings are not that interesting. They have a wide span for the wings. That's really cool. I think it's even wider, a little bit longer or bigger than the pteranodon. But yeah, we have to see. We do a sitting animation at this point, and we're gonna check out the skins and the patterns. So we got the Yukon River as the first selection. Yukon River is black, dark, something related to that. I think if we can quickly move to the blank one, you can definitely see it's a grayish, blackish color. It becomes lighter at the wings. It looks cool. I think maybe if we do it in flight like this, and we just quickly give a bit more. more light, right? If we do it like this, definitely looks like we can see how it is with the colors in flight, you know? So Yukon River, dark color, and we got Rana with it, and Rana is adding a red on top of the comb itself. You can see a pattern on the wings, which is a bit more darker. You can definitely see a little bit more reddish, brown reddish color on the next to the body, like this, the start of the wing of the leather texture. Yeah, it's an interesting how some dinosaurs are really colorful, but I think most reptiles, like marine and flying reptiles, are not that interesting in overall the whole selection, you know. So we go to a more white pattern, which is Chalcorana, and it makes the pattern white on top of the comb, as well a lighter whitish grayish pattern on the wings. And then we got Lithobates, which is orange, which is also jumping out way more. You can see that it covers the whole of the head a little bit more on the comb. I don't like the word, by the way. I'm sorry, comb. Yeah, it's way more patterns on the wings as well. It's I like it. It's a nice pattern. Then we got green Pulgrana, which is not bad. It's a bit greenish yellowish on the comb, the wings itself as well. Then we got a little bit of a darker Papurana, which is it's also not bad. It's less bright, but not bad. And we got, which is a combination, it seems. Also, you can see the head is a little bit more colored with the green and with the blue one. So Palophylax is giving these bluish colors, but also orange in the comb itself. That's interesting. That's interesting. So we started with Yukon, we go all the way to the start like every time, and we check out Sonoran Desert. And it makes it a realistic color. Like a lot of reptiles and dinosaurs have like realistic colors, which always suits them, like the gray, the brown, green variants, you know. Rana makes it a bit more detailed on the wings, adding a little bit of red, and the Chalcorana makes it lighter as well on the comb itself. Orange is really cool. That's nice. Fits in well. Green. And we have the darker green. It's not bad. Not bad. I like the blue. I think this is already a really nice looking dinosaur. Flying reptile, excuse me, every time I say it. Looks good. Nice. We go to Death Valley, which is a lighter desert sandy color. Yellowish brown. It seems that like the wings, it just gives a grayish more tone to it, so you can see the pattern. Otherwise, you don't see it. The red is a little bit less visible than the previous one, but you can still see it. White makes it okay. I think I would see these flying around. Really cool. Orange suits the color. Nice combination. Green, darker green, not such a favorite fan of it. And the blue is it's less appealing, especially because the orange is also not standing out that much at this point. Then we have the Great Sandy Desert, which is a really cool color in my opinion. The dark brown is really cool and menacing at the same time. The red's nice. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna have to add this at section 7 eventually as part of the Pterosaur Gyro experience tour. And this might be a color the Great Sandy Desert to be using for the park. Depending on which pattern is looking the best on it, of course. The white's nice, the orange does... Oh wow, I like that, yeah. Orange might be a good one to pick for the park. Green, still the same things with everything that is green as a pattern. I do not like the green patterns. The skin for a green is good, but pattern is not so much. I do like the blue and a little bit lighter orange on top of it. That's nice. Okay, cool. Next one. Champlain. So like I said, like a skin in green is way cooler than some of the green patterns, depending on what kind of skin they have, of course. Oh, there we go. So we got it here. We got the red on top of it. That's okay. The white is pretty decent. The orange is really cool on this, on the green. That's really cool. Reminds me of some lizards with that can fly through the sky. How do you call those? Those dragon? Are those flying dragons? Simply just called flying dragons? Don't know. We call them in Dutch just flying dragons, directly translated. Well, the green, well, it works out with the green pattern, but I do not like. It's boring. It's just boring. The blue and the orange a bit. It's nice. I like it. That's a good color. That's a good color. Champlain, pretty okay. This is interesting because the Cearadactylus is a green skin, but the wings. I'm sorry, I want something differently than that. The wings are brownish as well as on the belly and on the throat. Rana is okay on it, not that interesting. The white is suiting it. You get a little bit more coloration like this. The orange is really cool. Again, with the green. Okay, so I might think that the green, especially the Bulgrana green pattern, is making it a bit more better than the previous, than Champlain, because of the wings, I think that is, because it's brown. The darker one is not that interesting. It's like, it is part of the skin itself. The blue and the orange is okay. I don't think I will pick the dark green with this, but then we got Limpopo, which is also a brown color. Excuse me, my nose is a little bit agitated by my fan at this point. It's kind of weird because I've been sitting under it for a long time. Maybe it's because I'm talking. I don't know. It's hot. It's a hot day. It's not as hot as recent days, but the red, it's yeah, possible. It's not that. It's like a little bit more of a less eccentric color scheme. You know, white's pretty much adding a little bit lighter tone to it. Orange is cool. I think orange is working out most of the time. The green is not bad on the. It's like a brown greenish color. Well, at least the Pulcrana is working out for it. Pelophylax, not bad. We got the Gillian Mountains, which is light gray, whitish, and that's also not bad with Rana. Adds a little bit more detail to the wings with the white Chalcorana, and the orange is also, once again, suiting it. Looks okay. The green, it's not bad, but it's not great. I think I say the same thing of the green every video, by the way. Cearadactylus. The blue is like, it merges a bit more with the white, making it different, a little bit different. The orange is cool on it. Okay, Gillian Mountains, pretty much okay. Yukon we did. Then we got Svalbard, which is white as well. It's a different white, but on the square it seems to be different. It has green in it. It's like a little bit of white, sand, and green in one. Rana, the wings is just not that great. I don't like the Svalbard skin, to be honest. No. Orange, green, blue. I have to say that, like, this one, little bit's fine. Not that interesting. That's pretty, what's okay, and this is okay as well. I don't like Svalbard. Svalbard's not a great skin. I'm sorry. Amazon, now the three of the best skins so far in the game. This is my opinion. I think many people think the same. The more brighter, more special colorations is basically Amazon rainforest, the wetlands. What was it? Mangrove and quickly Gambia River. Those are interesting. So we got here, it's a blue skin. It's a blue grayish skin. You can see it has some coloration on the head and the comb as well as the back, which is like a little bit of brown, like barely seeable brown. Wings are a nice leathery color, light leather color. You can even see the feet are colored underneath. It looks nice. It's a cool looking skin. Arana gives more details to the wings and adds more red on the head. That's it. Chakurana makes it light, also not bad. The orange is really cool. That is cool, I like that one. The green and the other green, not so interesting. The blue is also, it works out, it's not standing that much out. I think the orange is the best one for this. Looks really nice, cool. Okay, red one, which is the mangrove. Mangrove is the more reddish brown for most of the species in the game. Rana is not that great on it. You can barely see the red on the comb extra to add it to it. The wings are a little bit different. The white is doing it for me. Not really an explanation for it, but it's doing it. Orange is just adding a little bit more detail, it seems. Not that much special. The green, it's not bad, to be honest. The dark green, a little bit less interesting. And the blue is adding just an extra tone of grayish blue on top of it with a different orange on the comb. Okay, and then we got the Gambia River Basin. There we go. This is a really bright green. Holy. I'm not sure if I like the base with a blank pattern, but let's see if the rest is. Rana, that's a little bit red. That's a little bit of white. And orange, this basically is the better one of the three already. Green is just, no. Yeah, and the blue. I think the best one is the orange and the blue for this. But it's not, sorry, this time Gambia River is not working out for me. Nope. So that was a quick rundown of the skins and the pattern combinations. So I'm going to pick a top 3 of what I think is the best, and I already have a hard time. I know my favorite pattern, that is at this point Lithobates, and second place is going to be the Pedophelix. For the skins, I have to take a look at it. I do like the blue and just a brown version of something. I know, I will check that out. So I will be back. I will pick some out, a top 3, and then we can check them out. And before we do, just if you have a favorite one and what is your top 3, let them know in the comments down below. I'm reading most of those. If I'm giving attention to my channel at that point, by the way, it's just, let's be honest. But if I'm paying attention to my channel, I check for comments and I always read them. So let me know what you like. And be right back. Okay, for the first one on place number 3 is, I have to pause this. They fly so fast. Maybe if I just switch them to this. Let's do them sitting. I haven't seen them sitting like this with the colors, but I am going for the number 3 for the Great Sandy Desert. I do like the brown as well as the white Chalcorana pattern on it. It gives a little bit of a mountain vibe. It's like an eagle, you know. Some eagles have more brown feathers, basically like the bald eagle have a white head. And the rest is like dark. And I do like it with the Cearadactylus. Not much else to talk about it, so let's move to number 2. So for number 2, I switched around with the number 1 because basically I was going for this one as the top one, the #1 skin combination for me, but I decided to switch things around a little bit. It's the Amazon rainforest, the nice blue. I do like a nice, like a different color than what you see normally with dinosaurs, like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World have in their toy franchise these kind of colorations. And I added the lithobates, the orange, which is just making it perfectly. It's basically how the it's the full basic how the Pelophylax would look like. So the orange is really cool. I like orange and blue together, as well as the sandy colored beige wings, as well as the belly and throat area, you know. That's really cool. Okay, so #1 is then really easy for me, and we can just quickly, without cutting to it, we can just go to it. There we go. We got Limpopo, River, and Pelophylax. And I do like it because it gives me the normal colorization of the reptile itself, which is the brown, a little bit like brown greenish tint in it, and then we have blue tints on the wings pattern and on the head as well, and a little bit of orange extra on the comb, which is really cool. I do like this, and I think I decided which one is going to be my park, and this is basically the one that is going to be in it. There we go, a little bit of that. There we go. It looks cool. Yeah, I do like this. This is a nice looking flying reptile. So this is my #1, guys. If you have a #1 or a top 3, let me know in the comments, like I mentioned, and I will take a look at them as well. And if you like the video, you can hit the like button. If you haven't followed me or you're new to the channel, you can subscribe if you want to see more of these kind of content. Also, you can check out my other videos like the Section 7 building of Isla Nublar, which is pretty much something extremely fun to do for me, and it's a lot of work, and I really enjoy building a park with way more possibilities than Jurassic World Evolution 1. We are going to wrap this up. I am thanking you all for sticking around once again and watching this video. I hope you all have a lovely day, and we see each other with the next showcase. Take care, and bye-bye.